EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Glendale. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, Milroe misses a designed run, and some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Come on. Hey.
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Walter Nolan in there on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now this looks like a design run, and he will have the Seahawks first down, able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nothing worse than a 3-and-out if you're on offense to start the game. It's just a bad way to start for any offense. So nice job at not allowing that to happen. Got some good blocking at the point of attack, and now they're going to see if they can get into some more of these opening script plays as this drive continues. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Point after, coming up here. The kick is good, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
One more.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again, and they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
Big Ace open.
From the gun, it's Murray. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's an Arizona first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Reese Woolen brings him down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He runs with it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. Tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. Quick throw, taken in. Oh!
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. He'll try to set up the screen here. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Second and 7. Now they'll run on the draw, and he's bottled out after a gain of a yard.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
I should probably start ahead, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. So, a little extra time to think about what to do on 4th down as we are through quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this.
Go on.
They can still pick up a first down here,
Come on.
and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
Big up, 2. Hey, shit.
They'll try and throw for it with Murray, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Warriors 70, 19 Tiger, not 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
19 Lions. Go.
On third down, Milrow. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air, it's Milrow. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try and run it with Walker.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he'll take this one in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. Still work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Omaha.
On first down, it's Murray. Throw on the run is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. That one incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
3rd down and 3.
Hey. Green. Hey, Ace. 2.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Pat the 60.
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. Flushed to his left. Now he'll run it. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Glendale after this. Here's a 2nd and 9.
60 Vikings.
From the gun, it's Milroe. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Milroe. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. That one is good. And the Seahawks will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Omaha, Omaha, Omaha.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. Get him 5 yards.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. They're able now to go down and come away with points. They'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Play action. It's Murray. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. Why the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's an Arizona first down. Up the middle they go. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Omaha, 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 Omaha. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Murray now. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Third and 10.
Boys, boys, boys. Hey, Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Move, 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 move. Big Ace. 2-2.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Two.
To throw is Murray. That one taken in. Touchdown, Arizona. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Got ready. Panther 50. Panther 50.
Now Milroe on first down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Going up top. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll try it now with Walker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Go on, Eric.
They go play action now. Murray. That's right side and caught by Taylor.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
2nd and 11. Murray will throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Good.
From the gun, it's Murray. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan. Because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
37. Here's second down and 2. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, and pick up the first down. Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
15 yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A draw to Benson. And good red zone running here. Taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Here's second and 2. He'll go again with Benson. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
3 yards.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Big Ace, Big Ace.
Working out of the gun, Murray. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Called in at the 2. And he's in. Brandon Robb. Touchdown, Cardinals. Extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Cardinals move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Seahawks 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Cougar knife. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He'll get about 2. Cody Simon in on the stop.
Okay, ready.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Now it's Milrow. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Cody Simon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's one. Two. One. Hey, help!
Murray now off the bootleg. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona, and even 30 yards.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Murray going to hand this to Benson. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come back, come back. 2-2. 2-2. Hot. Hey, shift. Larry. Come back, come back. Hey, watch this. Big Ace.
Now, Murray. Forced out wide. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Out of bounds just a little short. We can pick it up on 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Murray. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
2-2.
Benson trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Easy, Quavo. Omaha. 2-2.
They'll try and throw for it with Murray. Escaping to his left.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
Okay, ready? Cardinal, ready?
He'll get this out wide, and he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 11-yard line.
Go! 60 Eagles, trap 60.
The run up the middle is Walker. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And Not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
RPO and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, this is second and 3.
Let's go now.
They'll run right. Here's one. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Ready?
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. It's a gain there of 26 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Second down, 8 for the first down.
Come on. Set. Ready?
The RPO, that one is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for third and 4.
70 tip. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Not the worst play call there. Actually like third down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure. An over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up fourth down.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
We'll try and throw for it with Milroe. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Enough for the conversion on fourth down.
Here we go.
First down, Seattle.
Milroe going to look to run it himself. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up first and goal.
Here's a designed run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Clock will stop. 35 seconds to go. Second and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18, press ball 80. Let go.
One more time with Walker. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal. They'll run with Walker. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. Fourth and goal.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. Fourth down and goal. They go with Walker. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Hey, hold on. Buzz. 2-2. Hot. Green. 2-2.
They'll run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Murray now on second down. He's going to tuck it and go.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Here's first down.
Hey. Biggest. Hey.
Here we go. One final play. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute. And they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.